It was March 28, 1942, and 612 British sailors and commandos were about to embark on what military historians would later call the greatest raid of all time. Their target, the heavily fortified Normandie dry dock at Saint-Nazaire, the only facility on the Atlantic coast capable of servicing Germany's 42 2,900-ton battleship Tirpitz. Their mission: deny this critical repair facility to the Kriegsmarine at any cost. The strategic calculus was brutally simple. The 52,600-ton Tirpitz, sister ship to the Bismarck, represented the single greatest threat to Atlantic convoys. If she broke out into the shipping lanes, she could devastate Britain's lifeline. But without Saint-Nazaire's massive dry dock, 350 meters long, 50 meters wide, and 16 meters deep, the German battleship would have nowhere to repair battle damage in the Atlantic theater. The British plan, codenamed Operation Chariot, was audacious to the point of madness: ram an explosive-laden destroyer into the dock gates. At 1:34 a.m. on March 28th, the modified destroyer HMS Campbeltown, stripped of unnecessary weight and disguised as a German torpedo boat, approached the Loire estuary. The 190-ton vessel, originally the American destroyer USS Buchanan, had been packed with 4.5 tons of high explosives encased in concrete. 18 smaller craft accompanied her, carrying commandos from No. 2 Commando and demolition experts. As they entered the harbor, German searchlights illuminated the flotilla, and within minutes, every coastal battery opened fire. At 1:34 a.m. precisely, Campbeltown struck the southern caisson of the Normandie dock at 19 knots. Her bow crumpled 10 meters into the steel-reinforced concrete structure. Commandos stormed ashore, fighting through withering fire to destroy pump houses, winding mechanisms, and lock gates. German 20mm and 40mm anti-aircraft guns, now depressed to fire horizontally, raked the landing craft. By 2 a.m., most of the small boats were burning wrecks in the water. The commandos fought house to house through Saint-Nazaire, their escape routes cut off. At 10:35 a.m., the delayed action fuses in Campbeltown's hull detonated. The explosion killed over 300 German officers and technicians who had gathered aboard to inspect the wreck. The dry dock's southern caisson was blown completely off its foundations, and the facility would remain unusable until 1948. Of the 612 men who embarked on Operation Chariot, only 228 returned to Britain. 169 were killed, and 215 became prisoners of war. German casualties exceeded 360. But the strategic objective was achieved. Tirpitz never ventured into the Atlantic, confined to Norwegian fjords, where she was eventually destroyed by British bombers. 5 Victoria Crosses were awarded for the raid, the highest number for any single operation in World War II. The dry dock at Saint-Nazaire, rendered useless for 6 critical years, stands as testament to 612 men who understood that some objectives are worth any price.